Thanks, Fernando. Much appreciated. Hold up. I gotta rotate my mic downward. Anyways, thanks, Fernando. I appreciate it, man. Feedbacks are on Thursday. So if you come back on Thursday, I will have whatever feedback you guys are willing to dish out. Then I will do that. But if for some reason that doesn't happen, I could always switch it up to Tuesday. I'm not really sure, to be honest, but it should be feedback Thursdays are the day. Did you have something in particular that you wanted to have looked at? Ian. What's up, Ian? How's it going, dude? What's good? Thank you for stopping by. How are you liking the Blender course? Not sure yet. I am, it's still kind of new. Everyone in the class is actually really, really good. It's a little bit hard because he does move kind of fast for my liking, but if anything, it's just forcing me to catch up. You know, I can't really be too complaining about it. I have to kind of just put up or shut up. But it's kind of hard having a full-time job to kind of balance the class, but I am learning a lot. I could even show some stuff that I'm kind of trying out. I might do some today. It's only the second week, so it's hard for me to kind of really give like a, you know, my feedback of the class thus far, because it's still very early on, and I'm still kind of not sure how I like to learn when it comes to kind of 3D stuff anyway. So. But I am very optimistic in the class thus far. It's just 3D classes are kind of hard to take in general, just because there's just so much to learn, and so it's kind of hard if you don't have the kind of background going into it. You know what I mean? Because sometimes like there's some things that I have to kind of, if I want to like figure out like a certain thing that he goes over, I have to kind of like scrub through like 2 hours worth of stuff. to kind of like find out like where he talks about the thing that I need to know. So then a lot of times it's mostly me kind of putting timestamps down as he's kind of going through some stuff. So you kind of have to watch it twice in a way. You have to kind of watch it once for what it is, and then kind of you know that it's going to be almost impossible to kind of keep up as he's doing stuff, just because he's so fast that I have to kind of watch it again. But that's just me personally, though. I think most people in that class, I think, can probably get things like right the first time, and you could tell them like one time and they would be fine. So I think it's just me personally that I'm just not as quick as some of the other people. But I am personally picking up some tricks here and there, and I'm hoping to kind of utilize them a little bit more. Is my hope. So yeah, so I think moving. I think personally it would be nicer, in my opinion. So I guess this is probably coming from like my way of teaching, is that usually what I would do is I would probably have a couple of pre-rendered videos going over like homework and like certain tools and stuff like that I know like the person's going to want to use a lot. And so by doing it that way, it then makes it a little bit easier for then me to kind of like, instead of having to scrub through, I can just watch this video where it just literally talks about like that thing. But I understand that can also not be the most ideal, just because you have to make a bunch of small videos. But I do think it's one of those things where I believe it's one of those things where it's kind of like a lot of work in the beginning, but then it will save you a lot of trouble later on if people run into certain problems. Because I ran into a lot of problems when I first started. But I think it's good, though. I think sometimes just struggling a little bit is always good. It kind of baptizes you under fire a little bit, and then now you're kind of like, you're kind of forced to kind of sink or swim. So I'm doing my best to kind of swim here in that class. But it's definitely something that I regret. I don't regret taking. I'm actually happy that I did it, because it's forcing me. Anytime you put money behind something, I can't afford to kind of be lazy about it. So I've been very much like, I need to put in the work and get the stuff done. Otherwise, I'm just wasting money on myself, and I don't want to do that. So maybe after this, I'll switch to some Blender stuff. And that's good. Fernando's trying to apply some stuff from the class. That's nice. Thank you. We can definitely take a look Thursday at some of your work, and then go from there. Yeah. We didn't have anyone submit anything on last Thursday anyway, so I think in that regard it should be fine. I don't think there's going to be any. You're not going to have to compete really hard for anything. Let's put it that way. Hold on one second. Toby, come here. Toby, come here. Relax. Hey, your car's on the other side of on that same street, on the back. Where? Just go one more over, like where that. Side. On the side, yeah, it's right there. Yeah? Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. My dog was barking because my cousin's home. Alright, let's continue sculpting this out. I have no idea where this is going to go, and just kind of figuring out forms. But yeah, I will definitely give my thoughts and opinions about the class. When I'm able to kind of look at it as a whole. I don't like to judge things too early. But regardless, I am learning a program that I need to learn, and now the new Octane thing came out as well. So, I mean, maybe we'll get into that at some point. That'd be kind of cool, actually. Or even ask some questions about it. But Eevee seems to be doing like the job. I just have to get used to it. So currently I don't offer any classes. I teach with CGMA. That's like an environment painting class. Very kind of for beginners, nothing too crazy. I do a mentorship. I just haven't had time to kind of recreate the curriculum, just because I feel like over the years the curriculum is stale, and nor is it something that I want to teach. I'd rather teach a class that's just strictly like composition and shapes, like just black and white compositions is what I would love to kind of make a kind of like 1 month kind of sprint class for, like a 4-week kind of class, where you just go hard for 4 weeks and we just focus on making like nice compositions. But yeah, that would be the ideal thing, but who knows? I have to find the time first. But right now, CGMA is currently like online where I'm at. But you don't need me. There are plenty other people that will probably teach way better than me. How do mentorships work? Usually, it's not through any affiliation or a company. It's usually just through like the person who's just selling their services. So technically, like Vaughn's class would be considered a mentorship if you wanted to look at it that way, because he's not representing like Art Center or something or like CGMA. It's just him saying, hey, I'm good at this, or I think that I'm qualified to talk about this. If you want to then learn from me, well then here's how you can go about doing such things. So yeah, usually mentorships are in my opinion, normally when I've seen them, have kind of come through just the individual as opposed to being tied to a particular school or something. And that's kind of nicer in a way. There's some good things and bad things about it. It's good when the person knows what they're doing. If they don't know what they're doing, that they can really help hold them accountable. So teaching through a school, there's usually like curriculum, there's guidelines, there's requirements of like what is standard, before something can be published, versus a mentorship, they don't have any guidelines. They just do whatever they want. So you may not like what that person's doing. So you have to kind of really trust that you like the way the person teaches or the way that they kind of talk about subjects, I think is important. If you really are considering a mentorship. But at the same time, mentorships are really good too, because they don't follow any kind of curriculum, so they can do whatever they want. And hopefully what that does is it gives them the freedom to treat every student as an individual, as opposed to giving kind of blanket assignments. They can kind of tailor what they think that student needs at that particular time. So I know for mine, I like doing the mentorship because it allowed me to kind of say, hey, you know what, I don't want you to do this, even though it's on the curriculum, I want you to do this instead. I think this is going to help you in particular better. Versus I wouldn't be able to do that with like an actual course because, there's rules and regulations with that. So hopefully that makes sense, like in a way, right? So yeah, there's pros and cons to everything. Just gotta find what works for you. But it's a great time to be alive though, because back in my day, right? I hate using that term, but back in other people's days that are not the young 20-something artists, they had to kind of just go to a class, and if they didn't like it, then that was it. You didn't have many options for stuff. Well, that is not the case today. If you don't like something, then you have many options to kind of try to better yourself in terms of your skill. I think that's actually a really great thing. I know when I was in school, I didn't feel like I was getting what I needed, so I began to go to other schools, in the meantime, because I wasn't getting what I needed. So there's levels to it. You know what I mean? Yes, I taught a portfolio building class. Though portfolio building classes tend to just be kind of babysitting, honestly. If the student knows what they're doing, then you kind of just let them do what they want to do, and then you kind of get out of their way and let them work, and then you kind of check in with them every once in a while just to make sure that they're doing the things, they got the website, all that kind of stuff. So portfolio is a great class when every person is like already good and they already know like what they need to do to build a portfolio. You know what I mean? So there's times where I love that class and times where I didn't love it, when someone didn't have the business cards already, like they already didn't have a good portfolio. They didn't know what they needed to have in their portfolio. They didn't know like what companies they wanted to work for. That's when you can have some issues with students. Not bad. Trying to create this nice little thing. Yeah, I might switch over to that Blender stuff anyway right now, because I was working on like I was kind of just doing a test because I had class today and I wanted to. There were some things that were answered today, in terms of rendering and stuff that I didn't know. So now I'm like, ooh, let me try it out. Yes, I am on the Zatracta. I haven't decided which one I want to do. I'm trying to. I actually probably need to choose one that's probably the least complicated, just because I have a full-time job, so it's like, it's kind of, I have to make sure I don't bite off more than I can chew, because realistically, everyone else can kind of put in like 3 hours, like 4 hours a day. Like I'm lucky if I can get to an hour a day. Which I'm now trying to just budget time accordingly, so that way I can put more time and effort into things. Like in theory, I probably would only need like a few hours to really do it, but because I don't know stuff, I have to kind of plan ahead for disasters that I'm gonna like fuck up and mess things up. So I have to plan ahead a little bit, so I gotta just find some time for myself, which I did. I found some time this weekend and had to forego some things that I like doing, like video games and gym. So, but it's only what, 7 weeks, so I'll live. I will live. But no, I'm definitely learning a lot. I'm seeing the potential of the program. I think that's probably the biggest thing that I need to know, is like what the program can do. And luckily I'm slowly getting to see that now. through the class. Because I mean, I actually want to buy a new computer, but before I do that, I have to be able to justify like needing one to myself. And so if I take this class and I learn these crazy things and I'm able to do them on a consistent basis, then I can justify myself, you know, buying a brand new computer. But until then, I'll just stick with mine that I have for now. But yeah, the goal is to use the program so I can justify myself having a nicer computer. This one's like 6 years old, so it's time, baby. It's time. Especially if Octane comes out. If Octane comes out and all those kind of crazy programs are coming out, that's gonna be good. Alright, definitely not bad. Definitely put a lot more work into it. I had line art too that I need to like use of all this stuff. So I can probably start throwing some stuff in here. Oh, what's up, Brandon? What's good, man? How are you? How's life? Or how's work? How's the industry life? Hopefully you doing some jobs, all that kind of stuff. So it's hot too? Dang. Wait, are you in SoCal right now? Or where are you at, Brandon? You said hot down here, so I assume that means you're in SoCal right now. What do you, oh, yeah. So you, wait, did you move already? Is that, because you moved, right? That's what it was, right? Now I'm remembering. You moved, huh? You made the jump. That's what it was. Yeah, I remember. Now I remember we talked about this. Every non-Southern California artist will eventually make their jump. The infamous rite of passage jump to LA, where you go and take some classes amongst all the Pasadena, Burbank, Irvine people, and you test what you're made out of when you're around Some badass people. It's a rite of passage. It's where men are made. And women. Women are made there too. Yep. It is a climb. Welcome to the grind. That is being an artist in the industry. But, you know, it's quite possible. I'll say it before and I'll say it again. You get what you put in. You put in a lot, you'll get a lot. That means you'll probably be at the expo, a Lightbox Expo, the infamous Lightbox Expo with Bobby Chu. We're gonna be there, and we'll be at I guess got an email from AJ, so we're gonna be table 208, and I have to actually get prints done, which I think I will email the guy this week about it actually, because I need to get that stuff figured out. I've never done prints before, so I really need to get that done. It's in Pasadena. Glendale. What? Nah, Pasadena, dog. It's in the Pasadena Convention Center. So kind of like downtown Pasadena almost. The mecca of art. Should be a good time. I'm curious in how it's going to be and whether it's going to be the savior for us or is everyone still going to complain. I have a feeling everyone's still going to complain, if I had to guess. People are gonna complain. I think people always want to complain, and always want to have someone to complain to. So I have a feeling it's gonna be cool for a little bit, but I feel it's gonna be much of the same. I hope not, because that'd be cool if we had just more things. But in general, people are sheep, and people love to jump on hate trains and bandwagons, whatever. Regardless on how, you know, rightfully so that may be, but yeah, people gotta relax. Hold on a second. Did she leave the door open? Oh, she didn't. Alright. Alright, might be time to go into some Blender in a second. I don't know. Hopefully everyone's heading to it. Yeah, it should be busy. Should be a good time. I know AJ is demoing. I don't know when and where, but I know he's doing some demos. I'm going to attempt to sell a print. Probably fail. But that's all good. I mostly go for the people. Just to go hang out with people. I like community. And any person that takes time to make that happen is cool in my book. So They just gotta have good parties. That's what it's about. Have good parties. They will come. Fawn said that shit gonna be lit. Yes, it will. Definitely hit up a few clubs. That I know for sure. We gotta take Mr. Aaron Pinnell out. He'll be taking all these dance classes now. So we gotta go see what's up. We gotta go test him. See what he got in the cipher. So that much is for sure. Just not sure what day though. But there will be some stuff. And then I gotta hang out with JP because JP be going to Korea soon. So definitely gotta hang out with my boy JP because he leaving like right after Lightbox. He out. But now I got an excuse to go to Korea, which I didn't have before. Well, I mean, I always had an excuse to go to Korea, but now I can go stay with somebody. I ain't gotta get a hotel. So I'm with that. Yeah, even like people from Spain that I know from Spain are like coming to Lightbox, and I'm like, god damn! Like people that I do workshops with, like they're gonna be there, and I'm like, what? So, I mean, that's gonna be kind of cool to see everyone. It's definitely gonna be a good time. I kind of wish I had taken more days off, or I flew in an extra day, but problem is that I didn't. I only got the hotel for like Friday through Sunday, so that's my fault. But I didn't think it was gonna be that crazy until like people were like, "Yo, I'm going," and I'm like, "What?" So it should be a good time. To me, I don't really care about like the selling or whatever. I mean, granted, I never sell anything anyway, but I don't really care about that kind of stuff or like, you know, the booth or whatever. I'm just there to hang out with my homies because everyone's busy all the time, you know. So this is like my excuse to go hang out with people that I haven't seen in a while. So as long as I get to do that, I don't care. Which was kind of like how CTN was. People complain about CTN. I'm like, I don't care, man. I get to see everyone. As long as I get to see other people that I don't normally see, then it's a success to me. But then again, I get people. It's a business, you know what I mean? Like people trying to make their money, sell them prints, you know? But I go for the community, not for the business side of it. But this is my first time selling prints, so maybe I might be right in that same boat with everybody else. Complaining and shit. Who knows? But who am I kidding? I'm only gonna make like 15 prints of like each thing. I'll probably have like 50 prints total, if not that. Maybe 75. I'm not trying to like make a lot of stuff. I actually show, yeah, let me show the prints that I want to make, actually. This might be good. I should do one of those polls, but I know no one's gonna do it, nor does anyone care, but it is good to show, because then maybe someone will be like, yo, make this a print. So far it's not looking bad. Like, I just gotta put the clouds in front of it and stuff, and the architecture is what's going to take the longest because I got to make sure that's looking right. But it's slowly getting there. I mean, I could throw some gradations on it and it'd be call it done deal. Like, I'm kind of squinting my eyes and I'm like, I can fuck with that. All right, the ones that I'm going to make into prints are, let's see. All right, these were the ones that I wanted to make into prints. Always the parties. You already know what's up, man. Parties. I'm just trying to drink with some friends and just fucking hang out, talk art, miss out on all the drama. There's so much drama in SoCal that I like forget about because I'm like here in the Bay Area by myself. Oh, so much drama in the LBC. So I gotta catch up on that stuff. Not that I care, but I kind of do care because some of it's juicy. But just to kind of hear what's going on. So these are the prints that I want to do. This one was from Actually, let me do it this way. I want to do this one. So I'm gonna do like 5x7s. These are like gonna be like 4x6, 5x7 little postcards, you know. So nothing crazy. So these are the ones that like I particularly like. So I was like, you know, why not? That's what I was going for. So let me just lay them all out one by one. So we have that one, we have that one, the clouds. So I wanted to get a mixture of like black and white ones, I guess. Was the idea in my head. This one. This one. This one. This one. Castle color. Boom. So these are some of my favorite ones. This one's from like my old Patreon back in the day. And that one's from Wave Dash, Afigalu Beach. And then this one is from the same series. And I always liked this one because these were very Hawaii inspired. So I was like, I gotta include those ones. So I got those ones. Actually, let me make this smaller. Boom. Fit on screen. No. Oops. 100%. Zoom out. All right. And then, oh, here you go. What, did I put on the wrong one? I did. That's not good. Well, actually, I could just do it right here, huh? I need this to go over here. Where is that? Okay, there we go. And then this one will be kind of like a custom size. So let me move this down. So yeah, those are gonna be the prints that I'm rocking with. And we'll see how it goes. So I'm not gonna print that many out because I have no clue. Well, one, I don't want to like waste that much money because again, like usually there's a whole marketing behind prints. You got to sell it. You got to like be like, hey man, come get my exclusive print and get $20. Like all that marketing shit that I don't want to do. But I do want to do it at least one time. Say I did it. Eventually, I'll make a book. I think this is probably the first step to go towards making a book is selling prints. So these are the prints that I want to do, and we'll see how it goes. I'm probably only going to print like maybe like 12 like each, maybe like 12, 15 each. What? 12 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 times 12. Because I don't feel like doing calculator work. What is that? 8 times 12, 96, right? It's 96. There you go. So it still keeps it under like 96. I don't want to print like more than 100 things. I don't want to bring that much stuff. But those are the nice ones. They're gonna be little postcards. I'm not trying to sell like some crazy big ass paper or whatever. I just want to do little postcards. So it's all like ready to be printed. I just gotta send it and get the quota, get the quote, all that kind of stuff. So that's what I'll have, and then I guess I'll sign it for you, right? Probably gotta sign it and draw on it. If you want a shitty staff man drawing, I'll do that when we come through. But yeah, I do like this one. This one's one of my favorites. Just the color wise, this ones are cool too because I like clouds. It's like, right, it's like cool cloud man, and this one's cool, very like. Let's see, you can go through each of them. Yeah, see, like that one's really cool. I like that one. It's like nice colors in there. This one's kind of cool as well. It's like. I really like the clouds. I did this one. And this is actually the one that like Dorje Brelbrook like commented on ArtStation. And I was like, what the fuck? He's really so cool. One of my favorite artists. So if he liked it, then I know like it's definitely a keeper. And that one was cool. What else we got? Let's see. Yeah. And then this one was also from Wave Dash. I like the clouds there. The clouds are really fun to do. That one was cool. This one was recent. I did this one in a Google Hangout, but I just like just the graphicness of it. This looks really cool to me. So kept that one. Yeah, when someone likes your stuff, I think that's always like hella cool, you know? And then that one was from a Patreon back in the day. I always liked it. It's very painterly, very much my style of how I like to do things, and it kind of just came out nice. I got lucky there. And then this one I just like because it's very simple, like no fat, just all kind of just like simple graphic. It just, I don't know. When I executed it, I was like, this is like great to me. Like I like it. Very very rarely do I like my work. Where I'm like, I like this. And I'm just like, I like this. Like I like how it came out. I like how I executed it. It's cool. Same thing with this one. Like simplicity stuff is kind of hard sometimes because you can't have too much fat on it, you know? It can't be like too complicated. So I like this one. I think the way it came out was like no fat. It's just like, it's very, very efficient and I dig it. So I fucks with that one heavy. And this is probably one of my favorite ones that I ever did because it came from pure abstraction. Like I didn't have any plan for that, and just the overall graphic read of it came out really, really nicely. It's probably one of my favorite ones. So that one will probably cost more to print because it's a custom size, but I think it'd be nice to have a nice like long one of that one. So those are the winners. I'm missing one. What am I missing? Shit. I'm missing the forest. Shit, that's not good. Forest test. Oh yeah, and then this one. This one's kind of like an iconic one that I haven't done. This one I did a long time ago, but like the only reason I'm doing this one is because people have asked me specifically, like, print this out, and I couldn't find the file for the longest time, and I finally found it, and it's like kind of low res, so I have to print it very, very small. But this is another one that I got to print out too. So that one will be for the first time be in rotation, and like. It's funny because I sometimes see this in people's like inspiration boards. Like sometimes I have done like freelance and someone gives me like reference and they have this photo in the reference and I'm like, that's my photo. I painted that, and I painted this like off like randomly and I got lucky with it. It's like it's completely has no bearing on my skill. I think like I painted this like years ago and I think it made people think I was better than what I was because I got lucky. So it wasn't a consistent painting. I was not making work like that. I just got lucky. We all get lucky every once in a while, and it happens. So it's all good. What's up, Tyler? Oh man, the famous Tyler Edlin is in the house. If you don't see his stuff, man, his environment architecture stuff is the bomb. I believe you still got a class with CGMA, right? Teaching your architecture class. You should still have that, right? Unless I'm dumb and I'm mistaken, but if so, you should definitely check out his stuff, man. His stuff is like I need to go full Tyler Edlin like on this little piece right here of architecture. I just don't know when I'm gonna do it because I'm lazy. So yeah. He's lurking. He is lurking. I love it. Yeah, his architecture shit is the bomb. And yeah, let me go into that Blender stuff, man. Because I'd be in there. I had a render, and so I got to see if this render would work. I was like trying to make little jets and shit. Because I was trying to figure it out. Because I got no idea. Oh, it's in there. Plain blend. Nope. I got owned. Alright, let me try this one more time. Let's see, drop box? No, week 2. Hey, go to week 2. How do I do this? This is the part that messes me up on Blender. I'm like, what the? Storage. Sure. Blender class. Let me go back. Week 2. Oh, there we go. Oh, what happened to the textures? What? Oh, okay, never mind. We're good. We're good. There's no light? Oh, no. Oh, there we go. Sweet. Architecture and design fundamentals. Yes, that's the class. That's what I'm talking about. Go look at that dude's thing, man. It's like, you know what? We're gonna take a short break just to gush over Tyler Edlin real quick and embarrass him because he's gonna be like, "Oh no, don't show my shit." And I'm gonna be like, "Nah, dude, it's happening. It's happening." I don't know why I had this Demon Slayer up here. I was lurking on Instagram, not Instagram, but whatchamacallit. Oh dang, it's not. It's getting me owned. Oh, because I have a VPN. That's why. Sorry. I gotta find the stairs. Give me a second. Traffic light. Boom. Got it. Stairs. Oh, wait. Does that count? Oh shit. Let's see. Oh, I think I fucked up. I hate when they do that. Oh, that's traffic light right there. Almost got me. Oh, come on. This is ridiculous. I hate you, Nicole. Why do this to me? Verify. Alright, we're good. We in there. Nice try. Nice try, Tyler. Got you. Bam. Take a look at his CGMA. If it loads, it's gonna load. Alright, in the meantime. Yeah, some in Blender. Oh, it loaded. Bam, look at that, dude. Teaching his class. Instructor overview. Look at these things. So nice. Fundamentals of architecture design. There's his class. Killing it. Killing it. Look at all this. Stuff that like is hell like tedious for me, man. I cannot do that. I mean, I can. I just do it in 3D. But this dude be drawing the shit by hand, and it's bomb. So, anyways, we're checking out his class, or check out his work in general. He's fucking tight. Anyways, all right, back to Blender. What I was checking out. So yeah, I'm just like, oh, did I fuck this up? I did. No. I had a good angle. I think it was that. So yeah, anyways, I made these little like shitty like little planes. Now that I'm kind of learning some stuff like in Blender, I'm like, let me try this stuff out. And so I've been like wanting to like, you know, just kind of render something out and like see what I could figure out in the course, or just figure out like in the program and to see if I can do anything. Plus I've been watching like that Top Gun stuff, so I'm like, yo, I need to do some like Top Gun shit. It'd be so tight. So that might be a cool composition. So I'm kind of just looking for like cool compositions. So like that one's kind of cool to me. Like I could definitely mess with that. So then I'm just gonna make it. Yeah, just render it out. So if I render the image, will it save out the I think it does save out like a PNG. I've never done any of this before, like in this particular program. So it's all new. Let's see. Render result. View. No. View mask. No. All right. I'll have to figure that part out later. I thought there's probably gonna be a button to like let me. Oh, there you go. Alpha. Oh, that's the color and alpha. Nothing. Red channel. Alright, I thought it would give me like a mask or something like that, you know? Can't you do that? I feel like you can do that. Let me see. Z. Material. Fake lighting? No. Alright, man. Never mind. This is why you don't follow me for Blender shit, guys. Alright, how do I save this? Save as untitled PNG. Sure. Let's see if it works. It's giving me, it might have crashed. It's giving me this. Oh, it saved it. I don't know how big though. I have to look that part up. I like it. There's a lot of stuff you can do. I think it's pretty cool in terms of like just modeling in general. I think is actually pretty pretty interesting. Let me see. How do I go out of this? Okay, but how do I get out of the camera? There's a way to get out of the camera. I'm in a camera right now, and I need to get out of it. View, viewport. Okay. Front. There we go. Cool. So yeah, there's a lot of cool things I like about it in terms of like modeling and like you can model pretty fast in it. Like a lot of the heavy poly things that like Bondling provides is like a lot of cool like hotkeys. Like I can easily like make something, and when you go on like the right axes and stuff like that, and when you, I don't know, it's very easy to kind of like do stuff, especially with like all the hotkeys. And so like this right here is interesting because like there's like vert, edge, and face, and so like you don't have to click on it. You can just like flick your mouse and it will go to those things. So like if you kind of flick your mouse to this little part right here, if you get good at that, if you're, I don't know, if you're like into like PC gaming, you can move pretty fast. I'm just not good at it, but like I can go to like face, hit a button, go to face, click, hit the button, go, right? And if I want to, I can go to object then after that, and then move it, all that kind of stuff. It's pretty intuitive in terms of like how things work. It just takes a little bit getting used to, in my opinion, like on how you want to like do stuff. But it's pretty cool like thus far. Like, so what, I'm in edge. Like edge mode is a very common one, so then it's very easy to kind of like alt click on an edge, hit bevel, like do stuff like that. But I think where the value lies personally is like in the render, in the Eevee render, because like you can get like real-time rendering, I guess, and you can kind of see how it's gonna look pretty close to the rendering, and I think that's pretty powerful. Looking up the views are really easy. Again, like if I want to go to the right, hit V, right? So I can change the like really quickly. I'm just kind of flick of the wrist. So that's kind of cool. What else is cool about it? Materials are not cool about it, I'll tell you that much. Like it's kind of weird. But there are a lot of like really interesting things you can do with curves, with light, with grease pencil. So there's actually a lot of cool stuff just in general that I'm kind of getting the hang of. But it does help that I have like Bondling's like scripts and stuff like that, because then it makes it like much more like of an intuitive thing that I don't have to like really think about stuff very hard when I'm doing it. Even like beveling and stuff like that, normally you would need like a bunch of scripts and stuff to do that, but then you kind of don't need that here. Like, let's just say I can, let's see, so Y, yeah, it's Y. I like the live bevel feature. It's actually really cool. But yeah, it took me a while to kind of understand like when I'm like moving stuff, like if I'm scaling, I want to start from like far and work my way in, otherwise it gets a little bit weird. But yeah, like Control B, like a lot of the live subtract stuff that you can do. Whoops. Control B, live subtract. Why is it not working? Oh, there you go. See? Oh, okay, it's not far enough. That's why. Control B, live subtract. Actually, you know what? I'll just do it this way. X. Whoops. Scale X. There we go. Now let's try it. It wasn't big enough. Huh, that's weird. It's not working. But one time I'm trying to demonstrate it, it like doesn't work. It's kind of working there, but now it's getting weirded out. That's so weird. I'll have to look into that one. But yeah, the program itself is pretty cool. Like, I dig it. There's a lot of cool things in it that you're able to do. Just in general, in terms of like modeling, and yeah, very cool thing. And I just wonder why that's not working. I guess the program's kind of still buggy, I suppose. But I think there's some new one, and plus they came out with the Octane thing, so now I gotta look into that. Just in general, but Interesting, sub D. That's weird. Okay. But yeah, anyways, I've been kind of just messing around with it, just making a bunch of stuff, and so far it's been kind of cool. Like I've been trying to like just get better at just like flicking my mouse and like making stuff. Like a common thing that I like to try to do is to go to face, like Control D, right? Move it, you know, P, then select the extrude button, right? And so I kind of constantly keep doing that. So it's kind of interesting. So anyways, let me exit out of here. Now that I got that image, open it. What I would want to do, go to my Blender class. Oh, Blender class. Boom. Yeah, so I guess in theory what I want to do, right, is make it like black and white. Oh, what the hell just happened here? Oh no. Oh, that's not good. Let's try that again. Alright, let's try that one more time. What happened there? Why did it do that? Alright, let's try. I want to make it black and white. Control Shift U. Alright, there we go. Cool. So I guess I have to separate that. So I have to figure out a way to keep the alpha channel, right? Like, so that way I don't have to worry about it. Oops. There we go. So I guess I'll just make that white. Or you know what? What I should do is I should inverse it, make the selection, then go underneath it and just make it white. Yeah. Not bad. So now if I want to, you know, paint some graphic clouds, I can now do that. So I guess this one needs to be softer. So yeah, I'll let you know how it goes. So I guess that has to be soft, so that way it doesn't feel like so polygonal. Huh, that's cool. So yeah, I'd probably end up making some little sketches or something like that. Because now I can like put in the lines, all that kind of stuff. Maybe I even add lines myself. So that's kind of cool. I would even probably just make it like one giant, like kind of value as well. So maybe I should increase the contrast. Yeah. I don't know about that, but oh, that's kind of cool. The kind of shape that it's making. That's interesting. So yeah, I would totally rock with this. Make a little shapey shape. A little shapey McShaperson. It's my fave. Who's ready for some graphic reads? I am. Who's messaging me right now? Let me check real quick. Let's see. Lahiru. Awesome, man. It's almost 9 a.m. here in Sri Lanka. Okay, what's up? Shout out to Sri Lanka. Probably will watch later. Keep up the awesome work. Love your stuff. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm probably going to go soon. Because my wife's getting back from boxing soon. So... Oh, shit. Cloud. Oh, wife's home. Okay. And that's it for me. Maybe I'll finish this up, but like, see? It's already, I'm already figuring shit out, man. Graphic reads all day. Alright. I'm gonna hang out with my wife. So, thank you guys for all the support. I will see you guys on Thursday. Thursday at 7. You already know what it is. We should be doing feedback Thursdays, so if you are looking to get feedback, that's your time to do it. Otherwise, don't ask me. And yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. If not, I will see you guys later. All right, take care, and as always, peace out. Let me say this out. And the wife is home. Hello. How was boxing, baby? Yes, I am. It was good. Why are you gonna like cuss and be like, man, fuck boxing? Huh? Why are you gonna like cuss and be like, man, fuck boxing? No. You'll be like, I hate that. I hate Jen. Like, I gotta work on my defense. Oh, you want me to fight you? I might have to. Oh, okay. You already heard it there, folks. I know how to block. Jacqueline wants that smoke. She don't want it. Oh, your parry? You gotta block with your face. That's what Rocky does, baby. Not the money maker. The money? Oh, okay. Talk that shit, baby. She's not the money maker. That's true. She has a beautiful face. She said not the money maker. Facts on that. Don't hit my wife's face. All right. I spent way too much time on this, considering this is just a test, but. I learned a lot. It's kind of cool, actually.